totaling 3,600 minutes of comedy material.
Wow. That's a lot. Those are some big numbers you just said there.
The judges
Grief.
also worked on selecting the worst jokes from this year's Fringe. Would you like to hear those?
Oh, I would love to.
Why did the chicken commit suicide? To get to the other side.
Oh,
You know city centre beat officers? Well, are they police who rap?
that's great. Yeah.
I made a Battenberg where the two colours ran alongside one another. I called it apartheid sponge.
Mm.
I like to play chess with bald men in the park, although it's hard to find 32 of them.
Ooh.
That's not bad, is it? That's not terrible. Some of my best friends are vegan. They were going to come today, but they didn't have the energy to climb up the stairs.
Awful, awful old hack joke. Awful.
How many Spaniards does it take to change a light bulb? Juan.
Juan. Oh dear.
That's a good one,
Oh,
isn't it?
dear.
Do you not think that's good?
It's like a joke you'd find in a cracker, though. That's the problem.
Still, I think it's better than some of the ones from the top list.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, so what's been happening with you after your TV license trouble? A lot of people were talking about it possibly being a scam, but I don't think it was it? He was like had a uniform and a badge and everything, didn't he?
The people who thought it was a scam don't actually know what TV license is.
Yeah. I mean,
They just didn't understand the concept.
it's unlikely.
They thought it was a man who walked in who was just saying, "Oh, have you got a chimney? Have you got a chimney license?" Oh, that chimney, you got to have a license for it. It's people who didn't actually know that it was a real thing.
According to our records,
Not-
you
not
not
the
paid
chimney
your fridge tax. It's quite an important tax. Do you have a fridge?
God.
Do you have a fridge, Simon?
I do, officer. Over
Well, in
there.
that case, I'm gonna have to read you your rights. You may be under oath to not
Oh,
say
God.
anything, but anything you do say under this next minute of me talking is gonna be given in evidence. You
Oh
better.
shit!
Do you,
What can I do?
Can I-
I don't want to get arrested.
Can I see the offending fridge? Would that be all right? I just need to have a quick look at it. Check its.
Yeah,
check
sure.
its fridge.
It's here in the kitchen. It's the rectangular white thing.
Oh yeah, I've
It's got
seen
all
one
the
of
milk
these.
in.
This is a fridge. Yeah, you've got a fridge in your kitchen.
This is a fridge. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. You know your fridges. You certainly
I
do.
do. I've had years
I thought
of fridge.
I thought you might just be
tax.
just some random man.
No,
But I
no,
can
no,
see that you're
government.
like an expert in
Look
fridges.
at my badge here. It's made of plastic and stuff. It's got my name on it. Look.
It says 5 today.
Oh, what?
It
No,
says
no,
5
sorry,
today,
wrong
the
badge.
badge.
Wrong badge. This one. There you go.
Oh right,
There
okay.
you
Oh,
go.
the badge over there. Yeah, the
Yeah,
badge there.
yeah.
That one.
That's pinned onto my next to the
Dave
Yogscast
Comment
best
Mister.
podcast badge. You see it? Yogpod best podcast
Oh, that's
badge.
a good. Yeah, it's a
It's
lovely
made.
badge. It's a great. Yeah,
yeah.
It's beautiful.
So you got any money to pay this tax? It's
I
quite expensive.
Oh god, let's look in my wallet. I've got. Let's see. That one. I have £1.80.
Ooh.
How much is the
Ooh.
fridge tax?
It's $49.99. Yeah.
Oh God, I can't afford it. £1.80.
That is a lovely lamp you've got there, though. I do like that lamp.
It's an antique, that lamp.
Also,
I recently went on Antiques Roadshow.
do you play World of Warcraft?
I went to Antiques Roadshow.
I take World of Warcraft pets
Let
as
me
payment.
talk, you fucking bitch.
Oh, sorry.
I went to Antiques I went to Antiques Roadshow and they valued
Did you?
that lamp at 49
Good lads.
49
Good
pounds
lads.
and no, actually 48 pounds something. Basically, it's worth
Oh, okay.
it's worth £1.80 less than the amount that you just said that the fridge tax is.
Perfect. Perfect. I'll take
maybe
it
we
then.
can work something out.
Yeah, well, I'll take the
Take
lamp.
this lamp, and I'll give you all the money I've got in my wallet.
Okay. All right, that'll cover. I'll
Or
write it down.
£1.80 of it.
Let me type it into this electronic machine I've got here.
Okay.
Yeah, I've typed it in.
That's
That's
a Nintendo DS.
No.
That...
It's hooked up to the central fridge tax network of England.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
it's got like a touch screen and a stylus, but that is just a Nintendo DS.
Oh no! You might have heard the little startup sound, but that is not anything to do with.
That was the Mario music.
No startup sound to the fridge tax.
I'm pretty sure.
Software.
I mean, I've played Mario quite
good
a bit.
software actually. It detects fridges.
Oh
in the
right.
city. That's how I came here really. This thing told me
That
that
aren't
you
taxed.
you had no
Yeah.
fridge tax.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh god. Well, you caught me bang to rights.
yeah.
there.
Thanks for this lamp though. This is good. I mean, we do take, like I was trying to say,
Yeah, mind how you go with
World
that.
of
It's quite heavy.
Warcraft payments for pets, in-game stuff. If you've if you're willing
Alright.
to give one of those to me, but that's obviously
You accept Pandaren as currency.
we do. We accept all kind of vanity
It's about
pet
time.
related.
It's about time more places did that.
items.
That's good.
Good. All right. Well, see you then, mate. Take you, and I will make sure you're paid
Okay.
up for the next few months. And
Thank you. And again, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry we
That's
didn't
all right.
pay the
lots of
fridge tax.
people forget.
Sorry
It's
about that. I didn't realise it was a real thing.
It's new.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's a new thing. Okay. You take care. Love you.
You too, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, did you just swear? I still got the door open. Sorry. I'll just close it now.
Can you do? Oh.
Scientists say artificial meat may be necessary to feed 9 billion people expected by 2050. They're going to grow meat in vats. Isn't that utterly fucking revolting? Meat grown in vats. I mean,
Surely there's
Jesus
a vegetarian
Christ.
alternative.
Yeah. Why don't you just eat like corn and what's it called? Mactoprotein. Micto. Muktu?
What?
What?
Muktu. What?
Macroprotein. Macroprotein? It's not macroprotein, is it? No.
What are you saying?
It's stuff like corn. Mycoprotein. MYCO. Mycoprotein. That's what it is. Comes from fungus. Because myco just means fungus. So, protein from fungus. See, that's the stuff you could use instead of fucking vats of meat. I mean, what? Can you imagine what that would look like? A vat of meat. This is what, Major academic assessment of future global food supplies led by John Beddington, UK government chief scientist, suggests that with new technologies such as genetic modification and nanotechnology, hundreds of millions of people may still go hungry. And then there's a set of 21 papers published by the Royal Society saying, "Oh, we're all going to starve. 1 in 7 people don't have enough protein and energy." Blah blah blah. It still hasn't gotten to the vat bit. Blah 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 blah. Still no mention of a vat of meat. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. Dr. Philip Thornton, scientist with the International Livestock Research Institute in Nairobi, says 2 wild cards could transform global meat and milk production. One is artificial meat, which is made in a giant vat. Meat grown in vats by 2050. That is such a ridiculous fucking headline, isn't it?
Oh, hello. I'm Tina Barrett, formerly of S Club 7. I still have yet to release my debut solo album because it's not really going very well. But in the meanwhile, I like to listen to the Yogpod. Oh, it's really good. Oh, Lewis and Simon are really amazing. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I don't know why I said goodbye there. I just felt like it was polite.
It's been a long, long time. It's been a long time since we did the last Yogpod. It's been a long wait, and the wait is finally over. I'm not very good at singing.
Keep going. That's amazing.
God, Enterprise music is... Oh, it's awful, isn't it? It's awful. What were they thinking? It's supposed to be a sci-fi show about aliens and shooting lasers and stuff. And that's the best they could come up with. So I'm...
So it's 10:30.
It's 10:30.
You're in your room.
I'm in my room. My bare room.
PM, by the way, Yognauts.
PM. I'm sitting on a bare bed because I just washed my bedclothes. And they're still wet.
Oh, did you today?
From 10 hours ago,
right.
or whatever. They're still wet. Amazing.
So you did all of your washing today, and you adorned the house, like you covered every radiator with your pants, and your
all the radiators are covered in my pants, my towels, my hoodies,
every chair, the back,
t-shirts,
every...
more pants.
Oh God!
Another pair of pants. There's a pair of trousers hanging off of a lamp. I'm not even kidding. A pair of trousers hanging off of a lamp.
And your housemate, your newish housemate, Simon Rickards.
Newish mate.
Can we say his full name?
Oh, don't say his full name.
Shit, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
He's come home with a...
he's brought a lady back. He's got a lady downstairs right now. And she's like looking at my pants and going, "Oh, those are some nice pants. I wonder whose those are. Are those your pants?"
Has he had to like move?
And he's going to go, no.
Has he had to move all of your pants so she can like free up some space on the sofa?
No. Oddly enough, I didn't put my pants on the fucking sofa. Why'd I put my pants on the sofa?
Well, every spare... are they like hanging off the TV? I'm just a bit worried where they are. I mean... How many of your pants are they going to have to move?
Not every single available surface is covered with my pants.
Your
Lewis.
pants, you washed all of your pants though, pretty much today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So
that's like all 3 pairs.
That's a lot.
They're like all Superman pants as well. Oh no, there's a Superman pair, there's a Spider-Man pair, and there's a Batman pair.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I wear them for like a few days.
Have you got Superman duvet cover as well, and Superman wallpaper?
No, don't be ridiculous. I've got a Miley Cyrus bed cover. Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, Best of Both Worlds bed cover. I got posters of the Jonas Brothers.
Oh man, I love the Jonas Brothers.
And JLS.
Have you got any Bieber merchandise?
I don't have the Bieber fever. No. Okay. My mother did buy me a pencil case of Justin Bieber, but I threw it away. in the
Why
bin.
did you do that?
No, I didn't. I didn't throw it away. That would be a terrible waste. I gave it to Oxfam.
Okay.
Shop.
That's very generous.
And they took it off of me. The old lady smiled at me, because it's always an old lady who works in Oxfam. It's always an old lady. She looked at me. She said, "Oh, thank you very much. because she's Londoner. She said, "Thank you very much," and she put a little sticker on it, and it said 10p.
Aww.
And I looked at her, and I looked at the sticker. I looked at her, and I looked her right in the eye, and I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? My mother bought that for me. It was 10 quid, and you put a fucking sticker on it for 10p. You piece of shit." And I looked her in the eye, and I spat at her.
Oh
It's a
my
true
god.
story. It's exactly
Well,
what
there
happened.
you go. Oh dear. Anyway, so I was wondering, like, what if Rickard started getting like hot and heavy with this lady down in the lounge, and
He could be doing that right now, although I think it's more likely they're eating pizza and potato wedges because he just cooked some.
oh, okay.
Uh.
Well, I mean later though. Imagine that they're
Oh,
getting,
God.
you know, a bit of
Awkward, isn't
kissy
it?
action going on, and then
I will imagine, Lewis. I will imagine.
so then they sort of start. They push over the lamp by accident, and your Superman pants fall onto your wet Superman pants fall onto their face.
Yeah. Well, that would be the most action my pants have seen in quite some time, so I wouldn't be too worried about that.
Apart from that time you saved that woman from the burning building, you know.
Yeah, but to be fair, I did set the building on fire myself, so she wasn't too happy when I saved her. You know, it was sort of expected, really. It's like when you bump into someone and you knock their drink over. You know, it's expected that you buy them another drink. It's the same thing when you set a building on fire. You're expected to save everyone. Ugh. So I'm doing this quest. I'm doing Rain's Cleansing in Ashendale. Because this quest is going to be gone from the game in about 36 hours time of recording. So I'm kind of
What's it
anxious
called? Rain's
to get my
Cleansing?
magical
Hmm?
Rain's Cleansing. You get a the rod that turns you into a Furborg. Furborg? Furborg. So I wanted to get one before it's gone from the game forever.
Probably a good idea.
So I never bothered to get it on my hunter. Never bothered. Couldn't be asked. But now it's like a do or die situation. I will die IRL if I don't get it.
That's okay. Well, we can
That's what
carry
I'm
on
saying.
recording this stuff. I mean, we haven't done a Yogpod for a while, obviously.
I just thought I'd let people know. You know, if I seem a bit distracted,
That's okay.
you know,
yeah.
that's
Thanks
the reason
for
why. Because I'm
letting us know.
killing.
Well, I mean, we're recording this thing for the
I've got-
Yognauts.
There's a big
we-
challenge. There's
Is
a big
there-
challenge ahead of me. I've got to kill level 20 Murlocs.
Yeah.
It's you know, I mean, it's difficult stuff.
Okay. Well, I'll just carry on,
Got
shall
a
I?
pair of canvas pants just then.
Right.
Just keeping you up to date of all the drops.
Well, let me know
A
when you
Murloc
get it.
fin. Drop. Okay, I will.
I was just going to say, obviously, like, we haven't done a podcast for a while, and a lot of people have been very kind and donating. And so what I thought we'd do
Yeah.
is, we'd obviously keep the EP thing going, as it is. So whoever donates the most by the next podcast, you know, will be the EP. But also we will have it so if anyone ends up donating more than £100 in total, they get to be EP as well. Because we've noticed that, you know, a few people have given us regular donations, and it's totaled up to, like, you know, over £100 in total. So I kind of feel that we should reward those people with EP as well.
Ridiculous amounts of money.
Really fantastic. It's like
It's amazing.
3 times as much as we're getting from YouTube. So
It's kept
you know,
us
these
going.
people are like,
It's kept us
yeah.
going because we're not getting all that much money from YouTube. Not right now, anyway. It takes a while for it to sort of, you know, build up and for the money to actually come in. So this has kept us going, and it's been very, very, very welcome indeed.
Yeah.
It meant that I could actually afford rent, which was good. So thanks. You're paying for me to live.
I mean, I've obviously been devoting a lot of my time towards this, you know, making the Catechism videos and stuff, and you know, we're kind of considering doing this sort of thing full time. And if that happens, you know, we will obviously be able to put out podcasts and videos much more regularly, and have them come out reliably every couple of weeks or maybe even weekly. But I mean, we do
God.
have to.
Don't even say that. A weekly Yogpod. We haven't done one in like 4
Well,
months.
you've
or
been
something.
thinking about taking over
Oh
the editing,
God,
haven't you?
yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have to do like an hour like we usually do.
10
We could
minutes.
do like, half an hour on a Saturday, and then you could do the editing during the week, and then that would be released. That would be a slick way of doing it.
See, this is more a discussion between the two of us, and not for like any listeners. That's the thing.
Yeah. Because you're not going to do anything. So, if I say it on the podcast, though, it might force you
How
to do.
dare you?
Well, anyway, look. Thank you very, very, very much for your donations. Who are the EPs? Oh, you're kidding, Murlocs. But I guess you can look up who the EPs are for this week.
Yeah.
I have been collecting some guff. So this podcast is going to be made out of guff from like the last couple of months. So this will have some stuff in it.
There's going to be 3 of them.
3 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Our 3 executive producers and Super 100 Crazy Donators Club members. That's what I've decided to call them. The Super 100 Crazy Donators Club.
Okay.
They are Colin Smith, Joachim Setterberg, and Johan Snit.
Oh man, so
These are 3 of the nicest people I've ever had the privilege of receiving donations from on the internet.
So these are now members of the exclusive
they're magnificent.
Executive Producer Club. I think there's about, how many are there? 7 or 8 now in total, or is it more than that?
These are the super people who have actually donated ridiculously large amounts of money. So they're like in a league of their own. That's how I think of it.
And
Lewis.
we are going to start sending
They're in a
out
terrible movie starring Madonna.
You're going to get some Christmas presents from us, and you're also.
Are you definitely going to send them stuff?
Yeah, we're going to send some Christmas presents out to the EPs.
There's some cracking stuff in this.
Yeah.
In this care package, there's some
top-notch
notch
merchandise
stuff.
Yeah, you won't want to miss out on that. So yeah, the people who.
It's not official merchandise. It's sort of appropriated.
Because it's official.
From.
Oh.
Is it official? It doesn't have like our logos or anything on it.
We
there's,
made
like,
it, so it is
stuff.
kind of official. It's licensed by us. It's not
It's
like
the only stuff.
it's not
the
like
only
made
stuff we've
by
ever
China
signed.
or some like fake knockoff Yogpod stuff, like with the word Yogpod spelt wrong, like dog bod or something.
Can you imagine that? You like go to a marketplace and there's all this knockoff Yogpod gear.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's all like, yes,
I'll be
Simon
so
and
angry. I'll
Lewis,
be
like
furious.
the pictures of us are like, a blonde-haired Jacob-style guy from Twilight, and like.
Oh God, yeah, it's Edward and Jacob, but it has our names underneath. Oh dear.
So yeah, thanks. I mean, thanks for the support, fans, and I hope you enjoy this Yogpod special Yogpod.
Why is it special exactly? Is it special because it's the first one we've done in like forever?
Well,
okay, well that's fairly special, isn't it?
yeah, but it's the start of something beautiful, because after this one, you're going to be editing them.
Oh,
also, can we talk
crikey.
about a few things that we're going to talk about in this
What
podcast?
were we going to talk about? Lewis?
Okay, BBC News. I've bookmarked it.
Oh,
it was
right.
a story from the 28th of October
Oh my God.
about how the pronunciation of British words has changed.
Oh right.
Pronunciation. Do
Mhm.
you remember this one? Do you remember this link?
Perchance has the word pronunciation changed over the course of the years?
Perchance. I'm not sure, actually.
Perchance.
Could you look in the comment of mine and give me a
Perchance.
rundown of the article?
H or H? How do you pronounce H? Which obviously doesn't really work if you read out that headline.
Well, but no, I mean, the letter H, we say
So-
H, don't we? We don't. I mean, the H is
H.
silent.
H.
The
You're saying the H in H is silent. That doesn't even make sense. What is that? So, yeah, the article is basically the British Library have they've got nothing better to do, so they're checking on how words used to be pronounced, because it turns out that how we pronounce words today are very different from how we used to pronounce them in yesteryear.
Well, at least on the BBC,
Lewis, I don't know
on
if
the
you're aware of this.
BBC, we used to pronounce words properly. None of this nonsense about, using H's and all that nonsense. We had proper words and proper grammar. None of this shilly-shallying about.
Shilly-shallying? Good grief. But yeah, there was a particular way that people had to talk on the BBC many years ago. And that was like the standard. And you wouldn't get any work if you talked like a normal person, a normal human being. I think it's called Received Pronunciation, or RP. That's the classic sort of BBC voice.
It's the royal family's sort of way of speaking.
Basically the way Total Biscuit tries to speak.
No, it's the opposite of that, I think, isn't it? It's more to do with it's just extremely posh, isn't it? Extremely British and correct, and royal.
Yeah.
It's royal.
Very proper, isn't it? Very
The only
proper.
people who really speak that way are very posh people in England these days.
And people who actually are on telly, on radio.
One exhibit is the BBC's Guide to Pronunciation from 1928. It informs announcers that pristine rhymes with wine, respite is pronounced as if there were no E, combat is what you do when you fight with someone.
I'm sorry?
Yes, we are engaged in mortal
sorry?
combat. Mortal combat! Like the game.
Mortal Kombat! Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Combat. That's ridiculous.
If you were
That is
engaged
absolutely
in
ridiculous.
banking, you would be in finance.
Finance.
And
What the hell?
additionally, if you were a lady staying at home whilst her husband went to work, and you did all of the
That's what
housework,
ladies do. Yeah.
you would
That's what
be
they're supposed to do. It's what they're bred for, Lewis.
oh
Woman
God,
must
so
know her
you'd be a
place.
husif. That's what you would be. A husif.
A husif.
Yes. you would be a
Housewife is pronounced. See, I don't even know how to pronounce words properly.
husif.
Good God. I need this guide, Lewis. I need to read this guide.
Isn't that bonkers? That was only in 1928.
Only in 1928. Yeah, it was virtually yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
1928. What the that was before Hitler rose to power. I mean, for God's sake, that was a long time ago. Ah,
I don't know about that, Simon.
God, I can only imagine Paul Rickards is downstairs trying to get it on with this girl, and you can just hear me shouting at you on the internet, recording of your breath. Oh, God.
Do you reckon if you shout loud enough, the pants that are hanging on the door will fall loose?
It's a pair of jeans that are hanging off of the door,
Just,
Lewis. It's a
drop
pair of jeans.
on his pizza.
Oh my God. It's terrible. I'm terrible. So yeah, very odd. Very odd how people... The thing is, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to stop right there. I'm not going to say the thing is... Christ almighty. You've been saying that more and more often. And Hannah's been saying it, and I've been saying it.
I think we've just been noticing it. I don't think we've been saying it more often. I think we've just been noticing ourselves saying
I mean,
it.
what happens is one person will say it, and then someone else will start saying it, and it sort of catches on. It becomes sort of like mimetic, and people just... I mean, we've had emails from people and comments on YouTube saying that they've started to talk like us because they've watched and listened to so many things that we've done. There are people out there who are actually starting to talk as we talk.
Oh
and
no,
God
I don't
help
think
them.
they talk as we talk. They probably just use certain things which
They do.
like certain mannerisms though, like the way we call people friend and calling babies babbies, that kind of thing. Just that sort of small stuff. I don't think they're actually talking like you
They do.
and start going into Brian Blessed on a 5-minute.
They
rota.
start doing the terrible dwarven Scottish voice. Follow me! They start saying that. They talk like that. They'll be in Asda buying grapes and milk, and at the checkout, they hand over the money. They go, "Thank you very much," like that out of nowhere. Even though they're Lithuanian or something, and they don't have that sort of accent at all, they'll just break out into that strange
That's
voice.
terrifying.
It is. It is. So how do you pronounce schedule, according to this guide?
Oh, no, I think it's schedule.
Schedule.
Not schedule.
Schedule.
There is no K.
Mm.
No K in schedule. What are you talking
Something
about?
something I noticed. There was an
So-
old.
Herb.
There was like this There was a game show, Lewis. 15 to 1. Do you remember that with William G. Stewart?
Oh God. 15 to 1.
Boom, 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 boom. 15 to 1. Which there were 15 people, 15 contestants, and it was sort of whittled down to 1, wasn't it? Hence 15 to 1.
It was mostly featuring old people and watched by
yeah,
old people.
Yeah, and students, obviously. 'cause
Yeah, all the contestants were old
Yeah.
people.
But I remember,
It's kind of a weird demographic, isn't it?
it's like the countdown demographic, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's good guess.
And I remember William G. Stewart, whenever he would ask a question about something that was on the stage, he would always pronounce the word theatre like that. Theatre.
Oh, God.
Not theatre. He would say theatre. And that used to
Darling,
drive me balmy.
we must go to the theatre.
Theatre.
That is pretty annoying. Oh my God. Okay.
Thank you all for being so patient with us and waiting for this. Obviously, we've been very busy with the Cataclysm beta. I'm really sorry that we haven't been more up to date with the podcast. I'm sorry. And thank you all very much for keeping subscribed and supporting us for all this time. I love you. Also, Banana, I love you.
Who's Banana?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, thank you and
I was
farewell.
asked to say that.
By who?
A banana. Just a random person who whispered me.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you you being the dungeon master?
Yeah, man.
Lewis is the
Oh.
master of the dungeons.
It's pretty gay, guys. Pretty gay.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good and gay.
Good and gay. Oh yes. That's my
Just the
favourite
way
kind
I
of
like
good.
it.
Welcome to the second Yogpod Dungeons and Dragons adventure with an all-new cast of characters. Lewis is the Dungeon Master, and Simon, that's me, Hannah, Sips and Mulchi take their first steps into a strange land, seeking treasure and glory. Sit back and strap in for a non-stop thrill ride as we play D&D.
Okay. Do you guys want to go through what characters you're playing and
Oh God.
what
Okay.
their names are and everything like this?
I'm Yozpoz, and I'm a halfling warlock that sounds a bit like Warwick Davis, but it isn't Warwick Davis, it's someone completely different.
Okay.
I have the power of the stars and the astrology, and I use it to wield the elemental powers of nature and space over my enemies.
We don't even need
I'm a
anyone
warlock.
else in the party if he can do all that. Let's just watch him do it all.
Basically, yeah.
Hey, we'll just watch him solo the whole thing. Can you do that in Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, if you're like an amazing ninja, but mostly you obviously need like support.
Right. I am playing Maidawin, which is a elf sorcerer.
Yeah,
From previous D&D.
it's good to have a character from the old one along for the ride. Brick is off exploring pastures new with Barry at his side. I think Barry went into the Tomb of Horrors, and I I think he's still there. At the moment, actually.
God, they're trapped in there forever.
I don't know about any of the other characters. Simon, what might they be up to?
Well, Dylan died. He made the ultimate
yeah.
sacrifice. What happened to Brick? Where did Brick go?
We don't know, man. He's off somewhere. Maidwin, do you know where Brick's gone at all?
No.
What happened after you left the Icy Spire?
I don't know. Didn't Brick throw my cat off a lift? So I don't think we were on talking terms.
God.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, Mulch, you here?
Oh shit, hang on. What was I supposed to do?
Oh yeah, you're supposed to talk about your character. Are you here?
No.
What?
What was I supposed to do regards to Mulchi when you came back? I'm supposed to text him.
Alright, well, okay, we'll move on then. Sips. Hello, Sips.
Oh, yeah, hi. Hang on 2 seconds here. Just 2 seconds.
Going amazingly
Gotta get my...
well.
I can't remember any of my details. I'll just be
It's-
like 2
it's
minutes.
No problem, Sips.
Oh, yeah, here I go. Hi everybody.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Caesar's Palace MD. I'm a Goliath, a tribal nomad of the mountains. What else? I don't know. I'm a bard.
You're a bard. Hang on.
Yeah. Hang on. 2 seconds.
A
Just let me
Goliath?
find this.
Bard, Sips.
Yeah.
A Goliath bard.
How... Are you very charismatic?
I've got a lot of charisma, yeah, and apparently a lot of wisdom as well.
Okay.
And foes' attacks bounce off my stony hide as well, which is
That's useful.
pretty good.
It's good. It's good to have that.
Yeah, yeah.
What you
I'm
need.
Pretty happy about that.
Do you have any
And,
instruments? What do you play? Or do you sing? How does it work? I don't really understand.
I don't have any instruments. I think I'm just going to be a singing bard.
Okay.
But I can make a campsite, so
Can you?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very useful.
Yeah.
Um,
You guys are gonna be really happy that I'm coming along.
it says here in your character background that you're a cat burglar.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's pretty useful too.
Yeah, so you're a Goliath. How tall are you? 7 foot?
Between 7'2" and 7'4",
Right, okay.
and I weigh
It's very
weigh
precise.
between 290 and 320 pounds.
Okay, I suppose that depends on whether you've eaten recently.
Yeah,
You're a big lad.
but I have a light step, so you know I can.
So
can
you've
steal
created
stuff. It's good.
a lovely campsite on a nice, ordinary sort of forest road,
Yeah,
and with you are your
another
companions?
another important skill that I bring to the party is I'm a long jumper. So
Okay.
if we need to do any jumping whatsoever, you just let me know, and I'll be there.
Okay, we will bear that in mind.
Hey guys.
Mulchi
Hang on.
is here. Hello, Mulchi.
Hello, Melchers.
Okay, do you want to introduce your character?
Yep, my character is Mulchi, a doppelganger rogue who is a bit of a player. He used to be a gigolo, but he decided to give up on that and go adventuring.
What is a doppelganger a kind of race?
It is an enemy race, but my character's legal, so it's usually a monster
No.
race, but he's gone from being...
You're one of
All
the good
evil
guys,
to-
right?
I'm one of the good guys,
We think.
Converted.
you think.
There's not going to be any twists, I hope. No, there isn't.
You'll
Well-
you'll say right now. no, there
If anything happens, I'll be jumping out of there pretty quickly. That's my long jumping skill.
Right. So you've got this party. You've got a little halfling warlock, Simon. We've
Hello.
got Hannah's made a win, and has she still got her cat Bubbles?
I think so.
Okay, Bubbles as well's there. He's doing well. Has he grown up? Is he still a kitten, or is he a fully fledged cat?
He's always going to
by
be a
now?
kitten. He's a spirit companion thing.
He's always going to be a kitten. So he's never going to be able to do any combat. You had the opportunity there, Hannah, to make him into a decent unit. And now he's just
I thought no.
a kitten forever.
I thought the point was of it. It can't do any damage and it can't attack anyway.
Sips is a massive dude holding... Do you have a weapon, Sips, or do you just sing at people?
I think.
Do you have a weapon?
I think my songs are all I have.
Okay, you're a
and the
giant
campsite.
man. And Mulchy, who's like a sneaky kind of roguey kind of character. Okay, so you've had your camp, and you walk down the road, and over the trees you can see this very high, big tree, which seems to have strange metal cages hanging off it. And as you come closer, you come to a sort of a clearing, which is a crossroads. The major road leads off towards.
Are we on horseback for this?
No, you're just
I need to know.
You're just heading along the road on foot.
Okay, I'm just trying to get immersed here.
I don't know what kind of situation would have arisen to join you all up. So what do you think brought you together?
It's safer to travel the dangerous road as a group because there are like bandits out there. There are dragons and evil spirits. So basically, we're all cowards, and we thought
You guys all caught me cat burglaring, and
yeah, you tried to rob us. Sips.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah, I
got
was
you
trying
like
to rob you
bound
guys.
in the back of a cart.
We were walking along and Sips just jumped at us from nowhere.
yeah, I'm 7'2" and I jumped out from a really small rock.
Oh God!
Well, this is going to be an epic adventure. I can tell already.
It's off to a really good start so far.
So we tied you up, and you were in the back of a cart, and then you made friends with us, and you cooked
Because
us
you
dinner.
needed a
You
campsite.
sang us a song, Sips. You sang us a lovely
was-
song.
Yeah, I was singing a song about campsites, and you guys thought that maybe I could conjure a campsite with my ritual spells.
But you couldn't. You were just trying to trick us into thinking you could conjure a campsite, weren't you?
No, I actually can. Hang on, let me just double check this. Pretty sure I've got a power here.
You can, yes. So anyway, you're walking down the road. It's a nice, fresh summer morning, and you see above the tree line this huge sort of stained black tree-like structure with cages hanging off it. And as you get closer, a sort of a smell hits you, and it opens out into a large crossroads. And there's a large building which looks much like a trading post. There's only a few people milling around, but it's quite quiet. And the thing that really catches your eye is this enormous metal structure.
Let me get this straight. There's a tree-like structure and a building that
Yep.
looks like a trading post. I'm just going to hazard a guess here, but is it a tree and a trading post?
No. The tree-like structure is black, and now as you look at it, you can see it's made of metal, and the branches are actually broad metal posts from which are hanging cages, and these cages are mostly holding decaying corpses, except for one of the lower ones, which seems to have an old man in it, and he's sort of crying pathetically. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to have just let me know what you think.
Are we doing it in
I
turns?
think now's as good a time as any to set up that campsite.
That's all you're
so
going to
we
do.
can think about it.
Just keep setting up.
I think
Okay.
I think before we get started, before any major decision, I think you should just let me set up a campsite so that we can just, think about it.
Okay, I'm with Sips on this one.
Because that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay,
I
so
sing song.
you're making your campsite. Simon, you're gonna get some. What are you gonna do? Just chill out, sit down while Sips sets things up.
I'm going to check out this weird crying old man in the cage.
I'm going to go with
Um,
Simon and see if he needs a hug.
I'm clearly too busy setting up the camp.
I've got a rod.
Hannah?
I might poke him with my rod, my implement.
I'm gonna go and watch that. Let Sips do the camp building.
Okay. Sorry, what are you doing, Hannah?
I'm gonna go and watch Simon poke an old man with a stick.
Okay. As you move closer to the large tree, you notice several hobgoblins hanging around near the bottom, bickering with each other,
Oh God.
and just arguing, and they look quite threatening. They've got weapons belted at their hips, and they haven't seen you approaching yet, but you can certainly turn around if you don't fancy moving closer.
That's a cowardly thing to do. I'm quite good at diplomacy, so I think I'm going to attempt to talk to the hobgoblins and see if something's wrong.
Okay. You go up to them. You approach the hobgoblins. They don't draw their weapons as you approach, and they say to you, "Not here! Go away! Criminal! Criminal!"
Oh my god.
They try and get rid of you.
What kind of accent was that?
I don't know, but it's terrifying.
It's the hobgoblins.
Where do hobgoblins come from? Are they Welsh or something?
Morocco, apparently.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the old man calls out in a sort of choked voice, "Help me! I can't survive in here much longer."
You should try
Warwick?
to do the Deckard Cain voice
Oh my
for that.
god.
Warwick, is that you?
Oh dear. Oh, whatever are we going to do? This seems a right pickle, doesn't it? There's all sorts going on here. Hobgoblins, an old man. Oh boy.
Hey, when's my turn? Do I get to do something soon? Or am I just
Make another camp next to the
making
one
the camp?
you've already done.
Oh man. It
Just have a
turns out I'm
series
wearing
of camps.
chainmail.
You'll do what?
I'm wearing some chainmail. And I have a wand too.
Oh.
So, what?
I have a wand
Cat
in one
burglar,
hand
chainmail,
and a shield in
and
the
a
other.
wand.
And a shield. A light shield. What's in my adventurer's kit?
It's like
Open it
rope
up and have a
pulling.
look. This is your turn. You're just going, what have I got in here? And you're just rummaging through
Yeah.
your pack.
Just put me down as rummaging for this turn.
You rummage in your adventurer's kit. You find all sorts of useful items in there, all your standard stuff you need to survive out in the cold. You know, backpack, bedroll, flint, steel, belt pouch, a couple of sun rods, some
What's a
rations, about
what's a sun
50
rod?
feet of rope, and a water skin.
Hey, 50 feet of rope.
Yeah. A sun rod is like a glow stick, basically, that you can, like a flare.
Oh my god, a
Like,
glow stick.
Yeah. So
Go
I'm
to a
raving.
disco.
We're having a rave.
A rave
Disco.
in a field.
Simon.
Just
Camp.
put me down as
A
raving.
discotheque.
Okay, so, I mean, Simon and Hannah and Mulchi, is there anything you want to do here? I mean,
Can we-
these hobgoblins are looking at you quite threateningly, and the man is pouring at the bars.
Can we find out why he's a criminal, what he's done?
Okay, you can shout to him.
Hannah,
Aren't I
you're going to
standing
say,
quite close to him there?
just shout in his face.
How close is the old man to the hobgoblins?
Not that close. I mean, he's fairly. They're over on the other side of the tree. Like they've just sort of set up from their fire, and they haven't approached yet. They're just looking over you.
So they're talking to Simon.
Can't we just ask them?
Sure, go on.
Why is he in the cage? Why is he a criminal?
Criminal! Go away!
Why is he Moroccan?
I'm going to try my diplomacy on them. I'll talk to them. I like push Hannah to one side, and I say, let me take care of this.
What's your diplomacy skill?
It's I've got a 10 bonus to my roll.
Okay, let's roll in.
Haven't you got to hear me say something first?
Hang on a minute. So I've got a diplomacy of 10, but I didn't get a roll.
I am rolling, Hannah. Behind the scenes.
He's not rolling at all. He's not at all. He forgot.
I'm rolling.
Thinking a number
You can
out
try
of a hat.
whatever you want, and I'll roll. But if there's no dice to roll, if you can't get any diplomacy from them, I'll just say you fail.
So I've stealthed off to the side.
Go on, Simon.
Oh, okay. That seems to be the problem.
The hobgoblin looks at you in confusion and gestures to his blade, and then points at you
Okay.
and draws his hand across his throat.
I think I see what he's doing there. Yeah. I think I see what he's doing. I'd like a shave, please. And I remove my
Nice.
shirt and I sit down with my back to him, cross-legged on the floor.
The hobgoblins no longer regard you as a threat and turn back to their bickering, and their bickering argument resumes. They're ignoring you now.
I want to go and talk to the prisoner. So they haven't seen me, they've only spoke to Simon and Hannah. So I went off to the side, and I'm going to go up to him and I want to say, what are you in here for?
Hello. Please help me. Help me. Get me out of here.
How high is the cage?
About head height. You can probably unlock it if you know about that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Past the,
what roll
past
do
the
you need?
check. I think it's thievery. I think that's right.
10 bonus.
You pass, and the lock unlocks. But at the same time, the hobgoblins look round again, see you unlocking the door, and draw their swords and charge towards you.
Oh shit, son.
And how long does it take them to reach me?
Imminently.
How much time do I estimate? Imminently. Okay.
You haven't even managed to lift the old man down yet.
Okay, can I lift him down, then draw my swords?
No.
How many hobgoblins are there?
3.
Can I change shape, pretend to be the old man, and start running away?
Ooh.
Okay. So you're changing into the old man, even though he's standing next to you in the cage still.
Yep.
They won't know which one it is, though.
And then
They
I'm
won't
gonna
know.
bluff. Can I use bluff to make them, think it's me?
Okay. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's see if that works.
5 bonus.
Okay, so you change into the old man, and the old man in the cage, you quickly throw a cloak over him, and run off at great speed towards the forest. The hobgoblins, after a moment of confusion at their target vanishing, pursue, ignoring Simon and Hannah. So, Yospos, you're sitting on the ground with your shirt off. What are you going to do here?
Well, it's
Wait, it's his
becoming
turn again?
apparent to me. What?
I thought it was my turn to do something now.
Well, the thing is, Simon's reacting because he's actually close to this
awful.
situation, so he has to do
Oh.
a reaction.
Okay, I rub my eyes and do a double take.
Okay, Hannah, what's your reaction to all this?
Good move.
These hobgoblins that were briefly charging towards you, but are now rapidly chasing an old man into the forest. Bearing in mind, the real old man is still in the cage.
Well, bearing that in mind, can I lift the thing down or not?
Yeah, certainly. You can help the old man down. You may have to. He may put his arms around you. In the course of you lifting him down.
I'm not sure where you're going with this, but I'm scared. For
Does
Hannah.
Maidowin recognise the old man?
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh my god.
As Maidowin approaches the old man, she recognises him from the town of Loudwater, where he used to be the assistant to the who was he the assistant to? Can anyone remember?
Mayor or
Lady
whatever.
Loudwater or something? I don't know.
Some woman.
Can you remember what he said,
Well,
Simon?
he said he basically abused Hannah.
He was an old man who wanted a hug.
wasn't nice.
That was all. He just wanted a nice hug.
He's a weird, dirty old man.
Yeah. So anyway, the same weird, dirty old man is in this cage, and you've rescued him. Or you can rescue him. That's just your option.
No. I'm going to do a U-turn
Well done,
and
Hannah.
walk back to the camp.
Well, you should at least ask him why he's locked up first.
I did need an answer.
Well, he's free now. He might be
So,
more
you know.
responsive.
I
Wait,
think
who
I can
freed him?
guess
To find
what he was
out.
locked up for.
Seriously, who freed that monster? He's not coming into my camp. Can I put a magic force field around my camp?
Do you have any ability that allows you to do that?
I fucking hope so.
Okay, so Hannah's striding away from the tree. Simon's still sort of staring there. Yospos just chilling out on the ground, wondering what the hell's going on. Mulchi is
And I'm
rapidly
running for my life.
disappearing into the trees, and the hobgoblins are following. And Sips is just chilling out at his camp, which is in the middle of this sort of.
I'm
area.
gonna take the 2 sun rods out of my bag and break them. And then I'm gonna sing a little song to lift some spirits.
Okay,
I think this is a good time for that.
go ahead. Give
Because
us a little
obviously
rendition.
everybody's-
of how it goes.
Well, maybe
Body's
maybe Simon
love,
can do the thing.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
Beautiful, Sips. Lovely. That was brilliant, Sips. Is what's going on now? Is anyone going to make any decisions to do anything?
I want to hide in a tree.
Okay. Well, Mulch, you're going to be out of action for a while you attempt to hide in the forest.
I don't think anyone wants to take any ownership over this old man.
So Hannah, Simon,
Cool.
Sips.
I'm going to get up, put my shirt on, and slowly walk towards the forest where the hobgoblins and Mulchi have run off to. Except I'm not sure it's Mulchi, where the old man's run off to.
Right. So, okay. Well, what happens is that as you approach the forest, the three hobgoblins come back out of the forest and towards you, and they've got their weapons sheathed again, and they're bickering with each other again, but they're not really that interested. They obviously couldn't be bothered to chase too far, and they're just heading back to carry on, have a bit of meat. No one will notice that the man's gone missing anyway, so they just chill out.
I'm gonna hand the real guy back into them for a reward.
The real guy's already still in there. He's still in the cage. So
I thought somebody let him out.
Very shortly, they're gonna.
Fuck me! We didn't even get him out.
He can't get down. He's an old man. He's been in there for a long time.
Okay.
We need to help him down.
If he was that
I'll
desperate
keep the
to
guards
get out,
busy.
he would have just flung himself out of there.
I realised that the old guy is clearly still in the cage, and I attempt to keep the guards busy.
So you engage these three guards in chat, do you?
Yeah, I'm going to use my acrobatic skill,
right,
to make some shapes and bust some moves. Maybe do a bit of freestyling.
Okay, let's roll then. What's your acrobatics?
It's 3.
I wouldn't call that
Okay,
skills
let's roll
really,
a
but
D20. Oh, you roll a 20.
Oh my god!
Your acrobatic skills. You dance. You do handstands. You start doing those things that clowns do. What's it called? Where you put your hands on the floor and you flip over and then you land on your feet and you do
A
that.
cartwheel.
Toppling or something? No, it's like
burpees.
burpees.
I'm doing burpees in front of the goblins, the gobbos.
So you're dancing in front of the goblins, and they are entranced by this little man who is dancing in front of them, and their eyes and faces light up with joy, and they begin clapping along in a dance as you dance around them.
This is amazing. So
You're doing a
Hannah
really
and
good
Sips,
job.
you better not waste this opportunity, this distraction I'm providing.
I'm gonna use my cat burglar skill, which is, I don't know,
Okay.
level 1,000,000, I guess. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you have a history as a cat burglar, so
Um,
you get extra bonuses to your thievery
Oh,
rolls.
sweet. I'm gonna sneak over to the cage. I don't want to free the guy though. I just want to look around in the cage to see if there's anything there.
Okay.
I want to see if there's any foul play amiss.
You can't see anything in the
this
cage. It's just
situation.
a dirty man who looks at you imploringly. Help me! I'm stuck in this cage.
He shouldn't be able to see me though. I'm sneaking.
Well, it's pretty obvious to him that you're sneaking. It's just the hobgoblins you're really trying to avoid, I think, not him.
I was trying to avoid him actually.
Oh. Well, he's seen you.
I'm like 7'2". I don't care about the hobgoblins, but some old crusty molester in a cage.
He grabs
really want
onto
him to
you
see me.
and says, "Help me down! I will make sure you are well rewarded with treasure. I know where a secret cache lies."
Don't do
Oh
it,
my
Sip.
god. Come on,
I'm
Sips.
finding it hard to
Money.
resist.
He'll
You're a
molest
cat
you.
burglar.
He can't molest me.
Decision time,
Mm.
Sips.
Is it even possible for him to molest me?
No.
He'd have to do
You're
an
a
attack
massive
roll, wouldn't he?
Giant made
It
of.
does actually say in my race
He
description
never
that
molested anyone.
my foe's attacks bounce off my stony hide.
He's just an old man who wants a hug. Why do you dislike him so much? What have I done? This cruel world. I've ended up in this cage.
I'm gonna ask him why he's in that
goodness,
cage.
woe is me.
I want to ask him why he's in the cage.
Okay, you've delayed too long. The hobgoblins have spotted you, have drawn their swords, and are now charging towards you.
Oh man. I'm gonna run back to the camp.
Okay, they catch up with you, and you're now in combat.
Oh, jeez,
Fuck.
What am I gonna do?
What's going on, Sips? What's going on?
What? Why do they want to fight me though?
Because you're trying to free their captive.
Okay, I'm gonna beat my chest like a gorilla. The chainmail. I'm wearing chainmail to try to scare them off because I'm big. I'm really big.
Okay, you.
Do I have skills in that?
Intimidate. That's what it'd be. Ah.
Yeah, it would be intimidate. So you got 5 plus
That doesn't sound
intimidate,
very
which is
good.
5. It's not really high enough to break them. They've got willpower of 13, so I don't think that's gonna break them at all, and they're going to attack you with pikes. So what's your armor class? Your AC.
I have a +6 AC bonus.
You have 17 AC, Sips. Okay, so that's quite good.
Oh yeah.
However, 2 of them hit you, and you have been restrained. Rather than damage you, one of them has grabbed hold of you and has prevented you from moving any further.
Can I long jump out of there?
And the other one,
Hang on a
the
second.
other one has done.
So some guy that's like 3 feet tall has managed to restrain me?
These are professional prisoner captures. They probably just
Threw a net over you.
yeah.
God, whose team are you on, Honeydew?
The other one stabs
Before
into
I
you.
get immobilized, I'm officially banning Honeydew from my camp.
I'm sorry.
Causes,
I'm sorry, Sip.
It's too late for
6
that.
damage. So you're now on 19 hit points out of 25.
Oh, that's enough. I'm gonna long jump out of there, out of the net.
You're immobilized, Tips. You're immobilized.
No, he's going to long jump out of the net.
Yeah. I'll long jump in the net if I
Long
have
jump.
to.
There's no jumping. You can't.
It'll be like a sack
Okay,
race.
fine. You want to try and long jump? Fine.
Go on, roll
Am I
20.
breaking the
Go
rules
on.
by doing this?
So
Do this.
let's roll then. Oh, you're at 15. Okay. So you leap deftly out of the trapping net.
Wow.
However, these goblins are still going to be able to close and hit you again next turn.
Okay. Can I leap like close to somebody else?
That's okay. So it's now not your turn anymore, Sips. It's Simon's turn.
Jeez, that was a pretty good turn, eh? A lot of stuff happened in that turn.
That was really exciting. It was action-packed. So I distracted the guards for a bit. They went after Sips, and I've just been watching Sips get into all these scrapes. God, I guess I have to try and help Sips, don't I?
Yeah.
What's the
If you ever
what's the
want to come back into
situation?
the camp, yeah.
What's the situation regarding the hobgoblins? How many are there? And
There's 3 of them. They're all looking fairly tough.
okay, let's look at my abilities. See what I can actually use. How about I use my contagion on the goblins? My daily power
Okay.
of spreading disease. So I take a couple of steps, so I'm within range of the goblins, and I just unleash this horrendous burp, this massive belch, in the direction of the nearest goblin.
Mhm.
This is huge belch. Like that.
Right. Good lord.
And it's like this stream of fluorescent green goo just comes out of my mouth and twirls around and hits this goblin.
Okay, wow. Well, it's so
Um,
this huge cloud of green vomity gas is swarming with flies, engulfs the three hobgoblins, and they cough and choke and flail their arms around. And the one that it hit directly is covered with green bile, and he's really suffering. And the other 2 have just got it sort of sprayed on them a bit. Also, some of it sprays onto Sips. So he's got a little bit of goo on him, but it's not very much. He only takes 2 poison damage.
oh,
So he's now on
Oh.
17
dear.
hit points.
sorry about this, Sips. That's good. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry about
I'm
that.
dying.
You're not
I'm in
dying.
a net. I'm
You'll
poisoned.
You'll be fine.
You leapt out of the net. You can move freely.
Oh, okay.
Mulchi, you were in the forest, and I think you must have figured out that the hobgoblins were no longer chasing you. So you now have the opportunity to rejoin the battle, although you won't be able to close to melee range.
So I'm on the fringe of the forest.
Yeah,
Can I use my daily power?
sure.
Is it ranged?
It's Handspring Assault, which
Oh.
allows me to get closer to the target.
So you can spring in from a distance.
Clever.
Okay, yep. So describe exactly what happens here.
Well, I was been hiding in the tree line, and I kind of run forwards and throw myself onto my hands and then like push off from the ground, like leaping into a giant flying kick. When I unsheathe my blades in midair and then land and plunge them into one of the hobgoblins.
Which one are you going to choose? The one nearest to Simon, which is the one which is all gooey, or one of the other ones?
The one that's less gooey.
Okay, one of the ones that's less gooey.
Don't want to get goo on my blades.
You spin round in midair and you bring down your mace and your dagger. I think you've got one mace, one dagger. Is that right?
I might have one equipped. I thought I had 2 daggers, but I've got mace and dagger.
Yeah, you've got one. You've got a mace in your main hand, a dagger in your offhand. You land an appallingly powerful blow that takes the hobgoblin square between the eyes, and as he collapses forward, you bring up your dagger and slit his throat.
Oh my god.
And he collapses to the
Jeez.
floor.
Who invited this crazy
Blood
guy along?
is pooling beneath his body.
Jesus Christ.
So Simon vomited on him, and I killed him.
Yep. He's really utterly being
Jesus.
destroyed. Hannah,
Hello.
you're watching this from afar.
Am I at the camp?
Well, you can. Sips has come a good way towards
I can
you,
still see.
so you can attack.
Chaos bolt on the nearest one.
Okay, is that the one with the goo falling off him, or not goo?
Not goo. The goo was burning spray, I think. No, there wasn't any goo. What?
Well, no. So one of the Simon's already targeted one of them with the vomit,
goo.
so he's quite heavily damaged. Whereas
Oh.
the other one is just lightly damaged by vomit goo.
I'll target the more injured one.
Okay, you'll target the more injured one with a chaos bolt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've got wild magic as well.
Hit,
Yeah, I've got wild magic.
and you odd number, so you don't make a secondary attack.
No.
Tell me what happens.
I imagine it would be like a sort of purple swirly orb with like different clouds of shades of purple basically sort of around it, and it just flies at the hobgoblin and hits it.
Okay, so yep.
Does it engulf it in flames?
No, because it's arcane and psychic.
Psychic damage. Yeah. So
Oh.
so the orb
Oh.
thunders into the chest of this goblin, who's already dripping in green bile, which seems to be etching into his clothes and armor and sword, and he reels backwards as this bolt hits him and falls to the ground, falls to one knee. In fact, but he's not down yet. So it's Sips. It's your turn. To bear in mind you've got your back to the goblins at the moment.
I kind of lost track with what's going on.
So one of the
dead
goblins
now?
has been dismembered by Molchi. One of them is down on one knee, and one of them is still trying to get you in the back as you're running away.
Okay. I'm going to use Shout of Triumph.
Okay.
That's right.
Yep.
It's a power that I have.
Okay.
It's a mighty call of battle which scatters my enemies,
Mhm.
and it urges my allies forward.
What kind of attack?
nice.
I mean, what kind of weapons do you use? And I mean, tell me how this attack affects the goblin when you use it on him.
I have no idea, to be honest.
So you turn around to the goblin and yell triumphantly in his face, and raise your magic wand in your massive fist.
Yeah, my wand.
It's quite a nice glowy wand. It's got a little star on it, and it's sort of trailing sparks.
It's like a
And-
fairy's wand.
Yeah, it's like a fairy wand. And you bring it down, and it hits. The goblin is stunned by this strange turn of events, and
This is the one behind me, right? That's in good health.
yeah, he's
Oh, good.
thunderstruck and pushed back the square
I was thinking the same thing.
by
Simon.
your thing, and it does a total of 7 damage to the goblin.
Bet he wasn't expecting that.
No, he wasn't. now it's the goblin's turn, but Simon's bile has etched further into the goblin that got hit initially, and you watch as he screams in agony as the poison burns into his eyes, revealing the bones of his skull, and and he falls to the ground, slowly dissolving, with a foul-smelling smoke rising from his
Good
corpse.
grief.
The other one, seeing what befell his companions, and shocked by Sips's, by
It's
what's your name again? Dr.
Dr. Caesar's Palace, MD.
Caesar's Palace.
You can just call me Dr. Caesar's Palace for
Sips.
short if you want.
Stunned by Sips, he turns and runs away towards the forest. And you hear as the dust settles, and over the sizzling of poison burned flesh.
It's gonna be that fucking old man again.
Can someone help me down? Can someone please help me down?
Seriously,
Oh
guys,
my
let's
God.
get out of here. This old man's not even worth it.
I want to go and get him down. I spent all that effort running into the forest and hiding a tree. I want to get him down.
Okay, Mulchy goes to help the old man down, and as he does so, he feels the old man's hand grabbing
Easy.
at his
Whoa.
buttock,
Whoa. Whoa.
and
Now you're in
squeezing
for
gently
it.
as he's lowered to the
Oh
ground.
my
but you
God.
you don't react. You just think it was a normal thing. You don't even notice that happened.
Oh my
Maybe he
God.
just needed to grab onto
and
something
you assist him
very
over.
firm to get
Mm.
his balance back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine
Yeah.
my characters
Yeah.
have.
You assist him over to Sips's campsite. Meanwhile, the people who were milling around outside the large building
Fuck.
have all
Yeah, that
seen
whistle.
this battle.
When he said
and
that.
they've
That's quite painful.
Yeah.
sorry,
That large.
Hey.
I don't even have a gap between my teeth.
It's like a fucking
Fuck
kettle.
you.
Sorry. Okay. So meanwhile, the people who you saw meandering around at the large trading post have all seen you fighting and fled. So there may well be something inside, if you're willing to investigate that. And the old man, of course, is being very thankful, and he will now speak to you while he's warming himself at the fire that Sips has made. I assume you made a fire, Sips, as part of your camp.
Well, obviously, God. It's not much of a camp without a fire.
It's just one of those barbecues you get from the supermarket. It's like foil. It's got a bit of charcoal
it's
in
one
it.
of those, like, the really, really cheap one.
Okay, do you want to talk to
Can I
him?
go and loot the corpses?
Yeah.
Treasure! Let's see if
Well,
there's any
there's-
treasure on the bodies.
What about the one that we melted? There's not going to be anything there. Sorry, the one
Mm.
that Honeydew melted.
Yeah. Sorry, I do beg my pardon.
As you tread over the corpses, the melted one has really got nothing of value, but you find a small purse containing 10 gold pieces on the other hobgoblin,
Obviously, that's my money.
and a small
Because,
faded image of a young hobgoblin child, and written on the image is the words in childish writing, "Daddy."
Lewis,
Yes.
Yes. what happened to the hobgoblin that was... Any idea?
Was that Thunderstruck? He's
Yeah.
he's gone.
I didn't even hear that.
It was very poorly
Hang
done.
on.
It was just a long pause.
What happened to...
What happened to him?
What happened
happened
to
to
that
that-
goblin?
He went.
You know?
He actually has a very colourful story to tell. So
Oh.
he.
Oh dear.
But enough about him. Do you have any food? I'm very hungry.
Oh, this old guy. Why did we save him?
He's a bit pain in the arse, really, isn't he?
He's slowing down the party. We
Do you
got
have-
places to go.
you have some water? I've been in there for 7 days and they've not given me any food or water. I'm really parched.
I take out my water skin and I spit into it, and then I hand it over to the old man.
The old man drinks it with fervour and thanks you.
And then I say to him, "Yoz pos
He
bitch."
thanks you. Thank you, young small child. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you.
I'm gonna use a power on the old man called Vicious Mockery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
unleash a string of insults at my foe, weaving them with bardic magic
Okay.
to send the creature into a blind rage. Let's see what this old man is made of. Hell yeah, bros.
You got to actually roleplay
Oh my
that,
god.
doing
Yeah.
a whole stream of insults.
Okay. Old
Let's
man.
hear you shout at an old
You
man.
son of a bitch. I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to yell at this old guy. You flippin' beggar.
Tall man.
Son of an ostrich.
Thank you for saving me. It's very kind of you. Saving me. I have treasure stored in somewhere nearby. If you're willing to go and reach it.
I hate you, so nasty little sausage.
I want to ask him about treasure.
Don't talk to
I
him.
actually typoed that, but I think it's perfect the way it was.
I'm viciously mocking him right now.
Sorry, did you send
I don't
Sips
want
a
anyone talking
message to tell?
I hate you,
No.
so nasty little sausage.
Sausage? What did you mean to say?
I hate you, you nasty little sausage. But I
Oh.
accidentally put, I hate you, so nasty little sausage.
You flippin' beggar.
You flipping beggar.
Poor man.
You son of an ostrich.
So he's really angry now.
What's so
He's in a
sorry?
rage.
You've
He
cast.
should be in a
have you
blind
actually
rage
cast
now.
vicious mockery at him?
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the old man, upon hearing this stream of insults against himself, he's very fragile anyway. He stands up, his eyes bulging in their sockets, and his face snarling into a roar. Suddenly clutches at his chest, shakes, and then falls down, face first.
You've killed
into
him.
the ground.
Well done.
I gave him a heart attack.
GG, Sips. GG.
Sweet.
After all
Now
that
you
can
can't
effort
carry
trust
on
anyone.
adventure.
we spent,
I searched the body for any loot.
There's nothing.
I run my hands
Let's go see if
over
all those
his
people at the trading post
wrinkly
are really
old
happy now
man
that guy's
flesh.
dead.
Okay.
a tear falls down my cheek as I gently
So
caress his
Sips walks
buttocks.
down towards the trading post.
I'm gonna walk down to the trading post and I'm gonna use this power called Words of Friendship. I'm gonna infuse my words with arcane power, turning even the simplest speech into a compelling oration.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell them
Well-
why I killed that old man. And they're gonna love me for it. They're gonna love me for
You
it.
haven't met anyone yet. You haven't met anyone yet. There's no one around, actually. You're completely on your own.
What? You
So-
said there were people there.
I also said
You
they
there were
went down to
fled.
the trading
I also
post.
said they fled after
Oh.
you started this
Oh.
massive pitched battle.
Ah.
Well, scratch all that. I thought there was some people there.
There's no people there. It's completely deserted outside.
You're just
Okay.
talking
I'm going to follow
like a
Sips.
dog that's tied outside.
I'm gonna start packing up the
leash.
camp so that we can carry on.
Okay. Hannah, Simon, what are you guys up to?
Is there anyone in the?
It's
Where did
okay,
they
guys.
flee
I'll
to
just
in
pack
trading
up the
post?
camp on my own.
The trading post is
Did they all flee inside?
the trading post is a large building, approximately 2 stories, with a straw top. It's looking fairly tough. It's got a small fence around the outside where some people were trading before, but have now deserted. The double doors to the entrance of the building are closed, and there may be people inside. It's likely there's still people inside. That's what you can sort of tell from your general impressions.
I might go up to the building then.
And you all walk in, push open the door. The inside looks to be only marginally cleaner than the wilderness outside. It's host to a wide open area with benches arrayed for the display of wares that would normally be sold, although they're mostly empty. A group of dwarves are towards the back of the room, picking through what looks like animal hides, and a sort of an ugly-looking half-orc is watching them quite closely.
It's a sweatshop.
In
making
addition, the
soccer
only other
balls.
trader in the room with wares in front of him is a tiefling man. So he's got horns and the hood of his robe's pulled up, but he's quite sinister looking, and he gazes at you as you enter, squinting, and you notice very immediately that one of his eyes is completely made of silver.
Oh.
Greetings, travellers. May I interest you in any of my wares?
Do you think he'll notice if I try and steal his eye?
I was thinking that.
Well,
he can't see it, can he?
Aren't you?
You can't see
That's
he's
true.
missing it.
That's true. You can't look at your other eye, can you?
Interested in my eye, I see, young doppelganger. Well, it is not for sale.
Oh my god, he's
But I
psychic
can
or some
see it
shit.
interests you. But I would advise you stayed away, unless you ended up with one of your own.
He's like, well, he wants one of
Did
his
you write
own.
all this?
That's what he's after.
One of your own in your head.
Dun dun dun.
Can I gasp
Oh
and
my
like
god.
I can see that these trifling trinkets
I
in front
tremble.
of me are nothing for hardened adventurers such as yourselves. I wonder whether you would be interested in any of my more... He looks to the left and right and lowers his voice. Specialized items.
and then
Have
he
you got
opens
any
his shirt.
hardcore pornography?
What?
Child, isn't it past your bedtime?
That's racist.
Ask him if he's got any gnome on gnome action.
I'm joking, halfling. I have many explicit halfling action. Many titles.
Fuck.
Can you name a few?
I'm only joking, halfling. I have many explicit gnome on gnome. I mean, what the fuck?
What?
What were you
That's what he
thinking?
says. What
Jesus
are you, That's what it says
It also
here in the
said halfling.
instructions. It's all out. It's all laid out here in the booklet.
You got-
all the answers to possible questions you might ask.
Oh, really?
What is the meaning of life?
Wouldn't you like to know? I'm sure you'd be more interested in items that may help you against certain enemies, shall we say. Certain magical objects may be of interest to you.
If we actually got any money, can we afford this shit?
I've got 55 gold.
I've got like 18.
See if you can
Gold
pull your
pieces.
money together and see how much you've got.
Can we give him Hannah?
Would you like to buy a cat?
Ha ha ha, elf! I see that cat is not a real cat, but a spirit animal. My silver eye does not miss such trifling details.
Ah, it's the source of his power.
Can we punch him in the eye?
Do not try anything, young doppelganger. I see what you're thinking, and I would not advise it.
Motherfuckers like Mystic Meg.
He knows what
Fuck,
we're
I
going to do
think
before
you have
we
to
even
Now,
do it.
I have many magical items that you may be interested in. 2, in fact, that you may find of use to you.
That's not many. It's 2.
It's a good point. It's a good point there.
I could part with 2 that might be of use to you.
What are they? Have a look.
What kind of thing are you after?
Well, you said you got some, so you've already just
Have you got
suggested
any
them to
hardcore
me.
pornography?
Weapons, armor.
Maybe we should get like a revival potion for that guy that I killed. Is that
Yeah, I feel
possible?
pretty bad about that. That poor old man. He's probably had a very hard life. And you murdered him, you son of a bitch.
Do not worry, travellers. That old man knew nothing that I do not. I can provide you with what he may have done, should you wish to deal with me.
Do you have anything suited to a rogue?
I see what you're thinking. A glimmering dagger. No? Something else then.
No, I wanted the dagger.
No? Something else then. Hang on a sec, I need to look up magic daggers to see exactly what he'll offer.
Are Have you got any magic pants?
I see what you're thinking about, young halfling.
No, something else, though. Thought I'd save you the time.
No. I can offer you the following items. A set of magic armor +1 for the reasonable price.
+1 what? +1, so we get 2 sets of armour. We get magical armour +1.
No. You're
Get
confused.
2 magical sets
You're
of
confused.
armour.
Magic armor +1. It's a +1 magic armor. It's a set of basic yet enchanted
What's the
armor.
+1? What's the +1 in? It's +1 what?
Okay, right. I'll describe this a bit better, shall I? Yeah, I think I'll try and describe this a little bit better. A little bit. I can offer you either an enchanted piece of armor that will deflect blows magically, or a weapon that will seek out the weaknesses in other people's armor, making your strikes more accurate and damaging.
I want that one.
I can offer you it for the reasonable price.
Don't buy that.
A set of steak knives. A cuddly toy.
Ah,
A food processor.
These are going by on a conveyor belt in the background.
Yeah. Oh
He's gonna ask you how many you remember at the end.
For the lady, a magic wand +1, or a magic rod.
I've got a magic wand for the ladies.
+1, fuck shit, bollocks, I didn't mean to say that. An orb of power.
I got a couple of orbs of power.
I've got a magic rod for the lady.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
I've got some balls of power
Have you?
for the
That's what I
lady.
said.
Any...
Fuck Sips.
I can offer you
Fuck.
2 of these items. I can
Sorry.
offer you 2 of these. I can...
I'm gonna. He's a
I-
robot.
repeat.
He's a robot.
The silver eye was the giveaway.
Can I kick him?
I can offer you 2 of these magical items for the reasonable price of 300 gold apiece.
Jesus
5 gold.
Christ! You're having a laugh,
No.
ain't ya?
Shit, do you guys want me to give this guy a heart attack too?
Go for it, Sips.
Yeah.
Fucking go for it.
Then we could take his eye.
Stop, Goliath.
Yeah.
Do not
Let's-
think you can use such
Just do it. Just do
trifling
it.
items
Just fucking
on
do
me.
it. Don't let him talk you out of it. Just do it. Just do it.
Are
Just
you
kill
not
the
interested
fucker.
in these
Kill the
items?
fucker. Just fucking kill
I do
him.
not have them on my person.
Do him, Sips.
I'm not so foolish as you
Do
think
him.
me.
So
I don't
much
give a
peer
shit.
pressure.
Just do him. We'll pluck his fucking eye out and sell it.
Should you want to take my eye, I think you will find it worth
Jesus
a
Christ! Just
worthless
kill him. Come
ball of
on.
lead
Make
in your
him
hand.
shut the fuck up. Come on.
Fuck me! Do you guys not want to take any quests off anyone in this whole land?
Look, if we killed him, maybe he would have a piece of paper on his person that would give us information that would lead to the next bit of the story. You just got to think on your feet.
No.
No, okay.
Sips, you want to set up camp?
Yeah, I'm gonna go set up camp.
I see you are interested. So I will make a deal with you. I know a man who is looking for fresh bodies, and if you can provide me with those you have slain so deftly outside, I may reduce the price.
Can we warn him that one's a bit melty?
If you wish for a magical item, you will ensure that those bodies are taken round the back of this trading post into the...
Okay. I go outside
storage closet.
and I struggle to drag the body of a large dead old man. I'm like grabbing him by the foot and trying to drag him through into the
I'll come and help you.
the trading post.
Yours pause.
Trying to drag him. My back
Do you want some
hurts,
help, Warlock?
Sweating.
I can do it myself.
Meanwhile, you should be deciding amongst yourselves what kind of magical item you wish to ask from the chap.
I could do with a new weapon, guys.
What?
Let's just get the weapon.
Well, hang on. Surely if I'm putting in over half of this money, I should get something.
Well, I've got 52 gold pieces.
Hang on a minute. Didn't he say we've only got 100 something?
I can see that you have well over 100 gold pieces between you.
Fuck.
That will be
Oh,
sufficient. if you drag the bodies into the cupboard just outside
There's
the
only
trading
one body though, right? Oh, there's the old man's
What
body.
does he want
Yeah,
these
so-
bodies for?
Do
I
not
whisper
ask.
to my colleagues.
Maybe
Anyway.
the doppelganger should drag
He
the
knows
old
everything. He
man's body.
hears everything. He sees everything. What the fuck is this guy?
My name is Millen Silvereye.
As a coincidence that your name is
Okay, I'm
Silver
gonna do
Eye
the
and you've got a
history
silver
check
eye.
now.
It is, young halfling.
It's amazing,
Oh, you're
isn't
a
it?
funny one.
What are the odds of that?
You're a funny little man, aren't you?
You're a funny fucker as well.
Right. So you've dragged the bodies into the cupboard. Now, 25 paces southwest of here, you will find a small cemetery.
You want us to dig up bodies there too?
The
Jesus
item
Christ, what's wrong with this
You have
guy?
requested is a small dagger, and you will find it in the grave,
Um,
marked.
sorry? He
Uh,
wants
no.
us to grave rob now.
No. I use the graveyard as a temporary storage area
Mm-hmm.
for my stock.
Sounds a bit suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be suspicious. It is perfectly normal for traders such as myself
You're full of shit.
to use graves
Full of shit.
as storage.
Yeah, it's perfectly normal to use a grave as a storage
Yes.
space.
What's wrong with a cellar?
You may hand over your gold, and
I flick him the
and-
V's.
then
I'm not handing it over.
Maybe we'll just leave the bag of gold at the cemetery when we get the dagger.
that would suit me fine.
Oh, okay.
Alright. We'll just leave it in a grave.
If you replace the gold with
We
the
won't
dagger,
use the same grave because if people see us digging it up, it'll look suspicious. So we'll put it in a different grave, and then later on we'll tell you which grave it is that we
No.
put the gold in.
No.
And then you can just dig up a fucking grave like a twat, like we're about to.
I have cast a spell of temporary darkness over the area, so there should be no problem with criminals seeing you digging up the item.
Mhm.
It's not really criminals I'm worried about.
How handy.
The grave is the third one from the left, and it is marked Agnes Merles.
Mm.
So it's up to you. You can either head out over to the graveyard, it's not that far, or you can possibly go and chat with Fulgrim and the dwarves who are
Yeah,
arguing
what are
over
those guys
animal
doing?
hides.
Is it a sweatshop that he's running?
No, I mean it looks
Are
like
they
the half
sewing,
half orc is
sewing
just a scavenger
The dwarves?
who hunts and animals and sells their pelts, and these dwarves are obviously quite interested in some of the owl bear skin cloaks that he's got to sell.
Can I have one of those man bear pig cloaks, please?
Hello.
Hi.
The fuck?
Why, you certainly can. That'll be 100 gold pieces.
Call it 20 and we've got a deal.
Oh no, 70.
Ravs? 40.
55 and you have a deal.
35.
55.
You're breaking my balls, man.
Hey, don't worry. I'm gonna use words of friendship on him, and give him a really good speech as to why I should give it to you for 35 gold.
Go on then.
Dear sir, I think you should give the thing to this guy because he's an honest guy, a loving guy,
Ah.
the best guy.
Ah.
I like your style. You're a big man, and you got a little wand, a fairy's wand. I like you. 55 gold.
This is unbelievable.
Can I walk away from the man with the strange Irish, Scottish, Welsh accent, please?
Pirate.
Not interested? See you next time.
Should we go check out this grave then, guys? Oh, I don't mind. I'm up for whatever.
Do you have any hardcore pornography?
I don't know about that. What kind were you looking for?
Where the fuck is he from? What's going on?
All over. Bit of everywhere.
Jesus Christ. What do we actually need to do? What's going on? What's our quest? Why are we here? What's going on?
We haven't got one yet because we've been messing around too much.
Which do we have to kill him?
You're looking for treasure. You're looking for glory. You're looking to save people from troubling situations like that old man. But you ended up killing him.
I'd like to use my encounter power, Dreadful Word. I point at the old man and I say, cunt.
What? You can't say that.
Sorry. Which old man? The old, what, Fulgrim, the half-orc first?
Whoever this fucking weird, whatever he is,
Oh, what a nasty word!
It's supposed to do 2d8 plus charisma modifier, that's 5, psychic damage to him.
No, I'd be much worse than that on the old sailor.
What? What the fuck?
He explains to you
What
that
the fuck?
he used to be on the high seas, and sailors do curse a lot, and he really isn't affected by that kind of thing
Also
anymore.
part Scottish.
So it's not done
Apparently
any
it's
problem.
common in Scotland.
Oh yes, I heard the word before.
So it's done nothing. He's not affected.
Can I reminisce with him about the sailing days?
Aye,
I spent-
sure you can.
Can I roll like a bluff check to make him believe that I actually did sail somewhere?
Ah, so you've been on the high seas, have you, laddie?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing like it, is there? I wish I was back there now.
You sound a little bit rapey.
Oh, the wind in my hair. Done a bit of raping in my time.
Oh my god!
Why, young lass you got with you? Well, she may be worth a few skins, you know what I mean.
I'm going to step in front of Hannah and draw my swords.
Oh, no, nothing meant by it, young laddie. Hey, you still want this owlbear cloak? 50 gold pieces. I know you're a fellow man of the sea.
Oh, you're breaking my balls, man. 50 gold pieces, that's going to pretty much clean me out. Is there anything I could do to just acquire? You got any odd jobs? Bit of cleaning?
Ooh.
Some window washing?
Hey, why didn't you ask before?
Because you...
There's much to
Because you
do
were busy
down
shouting
these
at me.
parts.
There's a mine just down the road. You need to kill the kobolds and take their candles.
There'll be these pale and arcane wizards searching for the long-lost treasure. Both rivals under the influence of psionic commands from a sliver of the Chaos Meteor. You know about the Chaos Meteor, of course.
What?
You're not from these parts, then?
Please, can you tell us?
The Chaos Meteor?
It's like Sonic.
What? He's
Gotta find a
gobsmacked
Chaos Emerald.
that you don't know about the Chaos Meteor.
We are strangers from a far-off land. Or
The
something.
Chaos Meteor ravaged these lands some 5 years ago, and it has never been the same. Never. I used to be a successful skin salesman, but no longer. Fragments of that meteor have power. Power to corrupt and change men. My younger brother became corrupted and joined, along with one of these terrible mages. I want you to go and help him, find out what he's happened to him, and rescue him from these sorcerous crutches in their tower.
Well, that sounds fine to me. I think we should just go for it.
If you do this for me, I will see you well rewarded. I have stockpiles of treasure from my time on the high seas, and I will ensure that you get your rewards.
I'm sure there's nothing dodgy or weird or suspicious or deadly laying in wait for us.
Sounds good. I'm with Simon. Let's go do
No,
it.
there is definitely lots of dangerous stuff. Fuck! It's not going to be very easy. Fuck! That's why I'm offering a good reward, you fool. It's gonna be really tough. You're gonna have to kill lots of shit.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. I think I might have a fag. Oh, I'm spent. I'm spent.
Oh dear. That's the end of part 1. We actually stopped here with the party not really knowing where they were going. But they will continue next time. An exciting new adventure into the unknown.
Not next week. Don't really
No.
expect it anytime soon. It's sometime in the future, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If people enjoy the D&D, get in touch with us and say you like the D&D and we'll do more. Otherwise, we won't.
We just won't bother. No.
So, do we have any celebrity guests on this week or anything? Is there anyone scheduled?
Well, Warwick
Booked
is
anyone?
still missing. He's MIA. I'm pretty worried about him. I've put up posters on notice boards, and
Oh
I've
dear.
put an ad out in the Metro newspaper in London town, asking if anyone had seen him. The only picture I had of Warwick Davis was him in the role of the leprechaun,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping it's a good enough likeness that we'll get some sort of response and people get in contact with me if they find him. Because, I don't know how he'll cope on his own. He's only a little fella. So we've got no Warwick. But in his stead, we have... You're not going to believe this, Lewis.
No.
We have the fabled actor, raconteur, television personality, film star, Brian Blessed is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
Round of applause.
Holy crap!
Applause,
Woohoo!
Lewis.
Yay! Yay! I can't really clap because I have to press this button when I turn my mic on. But clap! Yay! Clap! Clap!
Hello? Is that Lewis there?
Yes, it is. It's very nice to have you on the show, Brian. It's very good to hear your voice.
It's lovely to be here.
Well, I must admit, we hadn't
loud.
really planned on having you here, but we have got some questions for dwarves. Would you be willing to answer those?
I'm willing to give it a go, Lewis. I'm up for anything, you know me.
First question. These are some questions sent in by Matt Summers. When and how did you meet Simon? I mean, how did you end up coming on this show?
I met him in Tesco last night in the biscuit aisle.
Okay, were you purchasing biscuits yourself, or were they for a friend?
God, what a fucking weird question.
What
I think
biscuits
Brian
were you
needs-
purchasing, Brian?
He's sort of he's quite pensive. He's given this question some thought.
They were for my daughter, Rosalind.
Right.
He's buying them for his daughter. Yeah. Has she got a beard like yours as well, Brian?
No.
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 She hasn't.
So, Brian, what's your current acting status? Any TVs or movie shows in the works? Movie shows?
Movie shows?
Yeah.
It's a movie show.
Any TVs or movie shows?
I'm on stage in the London town.
Uh-huh.
What are you... What are you in a play or something, Brian?
It's a musical.
Right.
It's a musical. It's very
So
interesting.
you're singing, are you?
I didn't know.
I didn't know you
I didn't know
sang.
he could sing.
I don't sing. I dance.
He dances. That's lovely. So you've got all these questions for dwarves, and we haven't got a dwarf on this week. Because Brian Blessed is quite a tall man. I'm sure if you looked at his Wikipedia article, Lewis, you could tell,
Yeah.
how old he is.
Well, I won't ask that. Brian, how do magnets work?
It's magic.
Okay. What would be your ideal woman? Or I guess you're married. You must be married. What's your wife like? that very
You really
personal?
want to ask? What's he going to say to that? What's your wife like?
She's horrible.
I mean, Brian, you can't say that. Oh my god.
She's a right battle axe.
Oh my god. What if she's listening to this? Oh my god.
Hello, and welcome to
So of course, Brian Blessed, he's most famous for playing the role of Hagrid in the Harry Potter movies.
What?
That's what he's
No, he's
famous
not.
for, really, isn't it?
That was
What?
That was Robert Carlyle.
Robert Carlyle.
Coltrane.
Robert
Robbie
Carlyle
Coltrane.
played the role.
What is Brian Blessed most famous for?
I think Brian Blessed, he's most famous for being Brian Blessed. Isn't that right?
Yes, Brian Blessed. I'm Brian Blessed.
Brian Blessed is an English actor and adventurer. He is known for his loud, booming voice and hearty, king-sized portrayals. Would you say that was accurate description?
Yes, I wrote the article on Wikipedia about myself.
I've just found out your wife's name. It's Hildegard. That's a very it's what I sort of expected.
Terrible name for a terrible woman.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Sorry to bring that up.
Oh dear. Is there anything else you want to ask him? Because he's quite busy.
Hold on.
He's not just going to hang around here. I think he's gotten a bit bored. He's wandered off down to the kitchen. Brian, what are you doing down there?
I'm making a jam sandwich.
Oh, he's making a sandwich. Could you hear that? Could you hear that?
Yeah.
He is quite loud. I mean, my God. I think most of London can hear him. God, I wonder what he's like in bed. Do you think he's that noisy? Oh, God.
That's right, Hildegard. Keep doing that.
Oh, God. That was a bit of pre-recorded footage of Brian Blessed. I've been bugging his house. He's come back now. He's got his jam sandwich. He's quite happy.
Right. Okay. I've got a question from
Brian. You've got a bit of jam. You've got a bit of jam in your beard there, mate. You might want to just. So, have you got anything to ask him whilst he nibbles on his jam sandwich?
Jake Railton asks, I was having this argument with my friend whilst eating a full English breakfast. He noticed that I had eaten all the white stuff around the egg, but not the yolk. I usually save it till last. I want to know how you eat your eggs.
Right. So we had a guy email in right now asking Brian Blessed a question about how he eats his eggs.
Yeah.
So Brian, how do you eat your eggs?
Scrambled!
I can believe that. How do you scramble them? You know, do you add a bit of milk, a bit of cream, or butter or anything?
I just shout at them!
Oh, God. This is going to be awful, isn't it? This is going to be so bad.
Hello, this is Kenny Baker, and I listen to the Young Pod.
It's just weird.
You want to say, this is Kenny Baker, and then what he's famous for?
Hello, this is Kenny Baker. I'm famous for being a dwarf.